What is up, everybody? Love you guys. Just want to take this moment to talk to you about something very important to me. I'll never forget looking at a boss of mine who happened to be a pastor, and I said to him, hey, look, I'm here 7 days a week and you're wanting me to volunteer for even another thing. If I do that, my wife will leave me. And I said that jokingly, right? But I was never home. And at that point, I had worked for this particular individual for 3 years, and I'll never forget what he said to me. This is what this man said to me. He said, Michael, the Bible tells us if you lose your wife and your children, your family, your wealth for the sake of the Lord, God will promise to replace all those things. So I'm asking you to volunteer and take a deeper step. That man in that moment was asking me to walk away from my family to fulfill his dreams and his endeavors. I am going to tell you right here, right now, there is nothing more corrosive than a leader who does not recognize the pains and the plight of his people. There is nothing worse than an egotistical, narcissistic leader that does not get the fact that his people struggle. And if he can't feel that struggle, if he doesn't try to help with that struggle, if he doesn't have the insatiable desire to see everybody in the room win, knowing full well that means he wins, she wins, they are not worth following. And I'm going to tell you my mistake. My mistake, I should have stood up in that moment and walked right out that door. Instead, I served him for several more years, expecting there to be change with none in return. Let me tell you something. If you're going to be a leader today, you have got to clearly see and feel the pain your people go through. I worked for a company and I would stay on people's couches. That's right, our people's couches. Instead of getting nice Airbnbs and getting really comfortable hotels in town in San Jose, I stayed on their couches. Why? Because I needed to feel what our guys were going through. That way, when I was making choices and decisions that affected them in the field, I knew how it would affect them in their personal lives. If you're going to lead today, if you're going to build a legacy that will far surpass your legend, and you truly want to be that great king that is known for their leadership and their sacrifices, kick narcissism out the door, get in the dirt with your people and recognize their plight, love their families, and do everything in your power to help them hone their craft and move forward.